One thing I realized working with Sue is that singing is so much more, it can be so much more effortless. It was kind of just like a whole retraining of singing to learn this new place to sing into.
Before we get into screaming, let's warm up the body with breathing exercises and singing exercises. Okay, we're going to locate the diaphragm. So find your sternum. Find where your sternum meets your right and left rib cage. Put your fingers there and follow down along the ribs, along the sides, yeah, and then along the back too. Okay, that's where the diaphragm is located. Okay. It's like a thin muscle that separates the upper organs from the lower organs. So now I'd like you to put your hands back here on the ribs and take a breath through your nose, like a sniff. You should feel the expansion there, great. And also it should be felt along the sides. And now put your hands in the back and take a breath through your mouth and feel the expansion in the back. So when we take a breath to sing, we're going to take a little bit of breath through our nose, open the front and sides like a big inner tube here, and then the back with our mouth to open it completely, this big black inner tube.
Okay.
So we'll do it with a breathing exercise. I want you to take a breath through your nose, and your arms will go halfway up the side of your body like this. And then you're going to take a breath through your mouth, arms go towards the ceiling, and you're going to release your hands and the S ever so slowly so you end up halfway up the side of your body.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
Great. Here we go. Nose, then mouth, on that S. We should shoot for about 45 to 60 seconds on that one.
Okay.
So now we're going to activate the ab muscles. We're going to find the internal oblique. It's located right here by your hip bone. So find the palm of your hand, put it on either side of the hip bone, and take your finger and imagine there are muscles branching out here. We're going to think that we are like in a military school, and we're going to say, hup, 2, 3, 4.
Hup, 2, 3, 4.
So you felt a flex in that muscle, did you?
Yes.
Good. And let's imagine we are in a martial arts class, and we're going to make a huh sound. Huh! Great, great. And so you felt that flex there again. So we're going to now imagine we have a telephone book in front of us, and we're going to rip this telephone book in half on a k sound. Think like k in cookie. And think it's a very low pitch that you're going to produce. So watch. Can we do that? Right. And so you'll get it down here feeling the same flex. Okay?
Okay.
Great. So now we're going to think that this K activates the pelvic muscle in relationship to a singing exercise.
But just even, projecting from, your facial muscles. Again, just that idea, she has a lot of visual imagery that helped me get the sound outside of my head to sound the way that it should.
So using the K to activate the pelvic muscle, we're going to use the word key. On this pitch, I want you to sing it 4 times in a row on the same pitch, each time key. Little breath in between. So it sounds like key, like that. Key, good, really good. And again, key. Okay, that's a little off, so let's try it again. Really think that you activate that sound. Think that key, like you're very assertive, you're very aggressive, you're demanding this key from me. Ready? And key. Excellent. Do it again. Key. Beautiful. Do it again. Key. Great. And one more. Key. Good, good. Now we're going to move it up half step, And again, 4 keys. I have your key, you're demanding it from me. And key, good. And another one, key, great. And another one, key, good. Nice and strong, key, good. I'm going to activate it again on the key, half step up higher, and ask me for this key, and key, good. Nice and strong from the pelvic, key, good. Nice and strong, key, great. And one more, key, good, good, Serena. And another one, we're going another half step higher, thinking like, oh, I need that key now, right? And key, good. And key, good. One more time, nice and strong, key, good. Do it one more time, key, good. Now we're going to take 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, going key, 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 key. Think like you're speaking on the pitch, like, I need my key, I need my key, I need my key. On each one, very assertive, very aggressive. Each one, and key, good. Let's try it again, nice and strong from the pelvic, and key, good, key, good, key, good, key, good, key, good. Now let's imagine placement now. Mm-hmm. Let's think we have the word key written on my thumb or on your thumb, and you're going to put it to your third eye, and you're going to fling or shoot that word at my face. Okay. So you're going to do it again on each of these keys, going key, 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 key. Each one nice and strong. And key, good. A little stronger, a little more thrust from the pelvic. Let's try it again. And key, good, strong, key, good. That's a good one. Key, that's a good one. Key, good. Key, good. Let's try the next group. And key, good. Let's try it right on your pitch. On that key, hit it right on the money. And key, excellent. Key, good. Key, good. Key, good. Key, good. Another group. Here we go on those keys. And key, good. Key, wonderful. Key, great. Key, key, beautiful. You felt the strength here. You shot it right out of there. That was wonderful. Now we're going to do it starting the key and doing it very smooth. So you're going to do key and just like shoot it right towards my face. And key. Good. And another one. Key. Good. And key. Good. Take your time. Hit every pitch. Key. Great. So the next thing we're going to do for placement is take the strength that we just used and put it to a and think that you're a very bratty kid, like I'm not going. Can you make that sound? Good. And you kind of feel it across your cheekbones. So we're going to do it on 2 pitches, going like I'm not going, and then you're going to take this me and put it right where you felt the and go me. Ready? And make that and me. Here we go. And then me. Excellent. Really great. And great. And wonderful. Good. The top notes, we always have to remember the top notes need the most strength. So that top note, again, thinking that, shooting it right between your 2 eyes. Me, like I'm not going. Me, I'm not going. Here we go. Me. A little stronger from your pelvic. Me. Me. That was great. Really, really.
In order to sustain notes and sing blues and, have some, some long stretched out notes, you have to be able to breathe and have some control. And, if you don't have a breath and you don't have anything to sustain on, then you don't have any pitch. And it all kind of works together against you if you don't have that foundation with the breathing.
So let's take another exercise to think about placement and strength, MING. So think MING is written on your lower eyelid, and you're going to flash it towards me.
Okay.
And the GE is going to be feeling the pelvic lift or the flex from that GE sound. So it will be, think, MING-GEE, and you have that working, this flashing at the same time. Here we go. And MING-GEE, 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 MING-GEE. Good, so let's try it again and really be thinking each of these notes, M-I-N-G, Ming, so think it's like a Ming sound.
Ming.
Ming, like Ming, like where that sound rings. Ring-a-ling-a-ling. Up here, so you kind of feel like a little bell vibration around your eyes. Let's try it again. Ming. Ming-GEE. 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 Good, that's really good. Let's try another one. And Ming-GEE. 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 So think at M-I-N-G, like kind of really feel your flashing your lower eyelids. And Ming-GEE, 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 Ming-GEE. Great. And another one. Ming-GEE, 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 Ming-GEE. That was really, really great. Really good. So let's think about placing the tone in a different way. So I want you to take your head to your sternum and let the weight of your shoulders bring your whole body all the way over so you're hanging upside down. I'm just going to hang there for a moment, let your legs stretch out. Not a big yes and a no. Keep breathing, and we're going to start with an E, just going E. So you can kind of feel all that sound is really going deep into your head. And we're going to start about, let's start about right here on that E, just singing easily. E. Try. And. E. Nice. Another one easy. Slowly, and just keep your eyes closed and kind of feel like, oh, I'm gonna feel exactly what that felt like hanging upside down. Beautiful. Gorgeous, Serena. And beautiful. And now your head is going to go down to your sternum again. Let the weight of your whole body bring you over. And we're going to start to do the scale guide going up and down on that E, going E. E. Right. And so we're going to do a couple of those just to warm up. And let's start on this E. Just feeling what it feels like. Great. And again. Good. Now just roll up very gently, vertebra by vertebra. Head being the last thing to come up. And keep your eyes closed and just feel what it feels like. Easy. And that's beautiful. And again. And one more. Beautiful. So that's the end of the warm-ups.
Like I said, how can you scream properly when you're all friggin' contorted and trying to, you know, I felt like the more I flexed every muscle in my body, you know, a better yell was going to come out, and it seemed like quite the opposite, you know, when I was doing it right. You know, I could feel the muscle down here kind of pushing, but everything else was pretty loose, you know. I remember just gripping a microphone so tight my knuckles were white. And then, you know, as I started singing a little more properly, it was like holding a cigar or something, you know.
Let's start screaming or calling or yelling properly. Use the hip bone area again to flex the sound. And I want you to imagine that you're going to call someone so your throat is nice and open. You won't experience any problems in your throat. And let's imagine people that do call. For instance, you're at a baseball game and you're going to call up the batter. Hey, batter, 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 batter. Try it. Hey, batter, batter, batter. Great. So you can feel the flex there and your throat is nice and open. So now let's imagine you're a conductor and you're going to say, all aboard. All aboard. Great. Still strong strength here. Throat is nice and open. Mm-hmm. So let's imagine someone's messing with your car. You don't want to mess with your car, so you're going to stop them by using the word hey. So you're going to take your fatty part of your knuckles and you're going to press them down on the side of this book to feel the strength here. Your throat's nice and open and you're going to go, hey! Hey! Great. That's really great. So now we're going to go to the piano room to do some vocal exercises. So now that we've taken the hey, you, we're going to add it to the piano on this exercise. And so I'd like you to use the stack of books there.
Okay.
Put the fatty part of your knuckle on the side of the book. And you're just going to press down to secure the pelvic area for strength. And look out as though you're going to call someone. So you're going to just do, hey, you. Ready? And hey, you. Good. And you can kind of break them up. You can go, hey, you. Try that one. And hey, you. Good. Then let's do one that combines them both. Hey, you. Hey, you. Yeah, so it's very natural, like, get out of my way. Hey, you. And hey, you. Great. And another one. Hey, you. Hey, you. Great. And another one. Hey, you. Great. Now we're going to do it very smoothly. Keep it very anchored, very centered down in the pelvic. Again, going, hey, you. And hey, you. And again, hey, you. Great. And be a very assertive, very aggressive, hey, and hey, you. And hey, you. Good. Nice and strong from the pelvic end. Hey. Hey, you. Great. How's that feel?
Good.
Good. Very good.
I guess one of the most important things to remember in the scream and the punk metal style of vocals with that raspy, you know, is one of the main things that she's helped me recognize is that rattle, that sound, that raspiness. It's not from the cigarettes, it's not from the whiskey, it's not from the weed, it's not all that stuff that gives you that trashy voice, you know, because if you're talking like that, you're straining like that. It's the opening of the throat and the connection of the soft palate. I mean, it's almost like a gargle. You know, you can hear that loose skin flapping around back there, and that's your connection. That's your growling point. That's the spot where you're gonna get your and I mean that it's gotta be from that soft palate. Otherwise, you know, you're just gonna blow your throat out.
Most people think that when you scream or growl, it's from the vocal cords. It's not produced there. Here's your mouth, here's your throat, and here's where your vocal cords are. Most people think that the scream and growl come from this area. It does not. If you look in the back of your throat, you're going to see your uvula, you're going to see the arches, and between those arches will be your tonsils if you still have them, and the soft palate. It is in this area that the scream and the growl is made. There's a sensation like flapping in the wind or fluttering in the wind. Most important thing, if you can speak it with a growl, then you can sing it with a growl, because the growl and scream are produced on consonants in your songs. So let's imagine people that are from Germany. The Germans have a very guttural language. For instance, if we use the word nach and nich, you can feel that there's a little fluttering back there. Nach. Try it.
Nach.
Good. And nich.
Nich.
Right. And you can feel if you have a lot of saliva, it helps can make it move. If you think of people that are blues singers, Muddy Waters, John Lee Hooker, they used to take words like heart, HR combinations, consonants, that can produce this growl or scream. Like, I've got a heart of gold. Try that one.
I got a heart of gold.
Right, and that little is happening there and not in your vocal cords. But let's also think of animals. They make kind of growly, screamy sounds. And like in a lion, we're going, rawr. Try that one.
Rawr.
Good, that was great. Or birds, they go, caw. Try that one.
Caw.
Very good. Or cars, vrooming. Vroom.
Vroom.
Great. All those help you start to activate that growl or scream. If you think of a phrase like, how about pirates are waiting? And we go, pirates, like, those pirates. Pirates are waiting. Try that one.
Pirates are waiting.
Very good. So now we're going to add a little growl to that H.
Okay.
So we're going to think about that little sound being made up here. You're going to feel the pressure of your hands against the book and going, hey, and kind of think like you're being a very assertive, very aggressive again, demanding it, but a little bit of that growl scream to it. Okay. So we'll try it again going, hey, you, and hey, you. Good, not bad. And again, hey, you. Great, sweet. And again, hey, you. Good. And one more, secure with your hips. Hey, you. Good. And another one, here we go. Hey, you. Great job, Serena. That's wonderful. So we're going to look at the lyrics of your song and see what kind of good consonant combinations for growls are. So let's hear your song so we can see what lyrics and consonant combination you're using for the growl.
Okay.
Okay?
What do I do in the morning when I don't want to get up and everything sucks? I don't want to get out of bed.
Great, that's great. That's really great. How does it feel, Serena? Do you have any discomfort in your throat?
No, it feels up here.
Does it feel up there? Good. Now let's try that very, very beginning one, this day out of my life. Just right now, just do a little bit more of it and just kind of think about your pelvic and feel about the sound coming from here. And this time I want you to think about the emotional part about it, how you feel, how you're trying to get these words out, and really add a little bit more of that growl scream on the what and don't or get. Just, whatever feels natural, but, let's hear it again. Just a cappella.
Okay.
And
This day out of my life.
Great.
This day out of my life. I'd ride this day out of my life.
great.
What do I do in the morning when I don't want to get up and everything sucks? I don't want to get out of bed.
Great. That's so much better. That was excellent. How's it feel? Do you feel like any discomfort in your throat?
No, it's up in the
Right up in
That-
there. Yeah, that was beautiful. You did a great job. That was wonderful. Good.
I remember at first being really nervous that seeing a vocal coach and learning proper technique was going to somehow take away from my individuality and my, you know, creatively, the way that I sang, and like that this is how my voice sounds. And I mean, in hindsight, it's just like so ridiculous. It's like there's nothing, you know what I mean? Like there's nobody that can really take that away from you, you know, and having the tools to like know how to sing and how to not, it just gives you more creative freedom because I'm able to sing any way that I want to, you know.
So we're going to understand high screams versus low screams. And we're going to think of the word like NYAT. Going to feel like it's going right between your eyes or right off the ridge of your nose. And we're going to do it in half steps. We'll start about right here, going NYAT, 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 NYAT. You can really think each individual one. And NYAT, 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 NYAT. Good. Now just relax your face a little bit and just think like you're just sort of shooting it right there. Just going NYAT, 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 NYAT. Okay. Right? And NYAT, 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 NYAT. Yeah, you just had to use a thought to get it there, to place it right there. Good. And NYAT, 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 NYAT. Good. And just feel that NYAT, NYAT right in there. NYAT. Yeah, here we go. And NYAT, 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 NYAT. Good. Let's try one more. NYAT. And NYAT, 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 NYAT. Good. And another way. NYAT. And NYAT, 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 NYAT. Very, very good. So we're trying to get that placement up here, and we're going to use words like, what do you want? Same place. You're going to think like you're making wah, 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 like a horn. What do you want? Right in here. Now each one we're going to go, what do you want? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? On each one. And what do you want? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? Good. That's good. That's good. Let's just do those four again, getting that. Wah, wah, wah. What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? And what do you want? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? Good. Let's do four more. And what do you want? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? Nice. Four half steps again. What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? And again. What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? Good. Very, very whiny, very waily. What do you want? What do you want? And what do you want? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? Nice, very nice. So we're going to start to do a switch from the chest to this place of this head belt. We're going to start with these wahs. So you kind of think like you're going wah, 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 feeling the sound in your sternum. And let's just try these four wahs. And wah, 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 wah. Good. And I want you to take an E going E. So we're going to even think of like B right in here for that placement. And good. So we're going to do four wahs, like wah, 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 like what do you want, you know, talking to someone. And wah, 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 wah. Good. Now you're going to go that B, and good. Wah, 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 and that E. Just try it on that E, and good. So we're switching here, chest. Wah, ready? Wah, 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 wah. Now you're gonna switch to your E here. E. Ready? And great. And those 4 wahs again. Be very, very, very kind of aggressive, assertive, like wah, 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 wah. Very yelly. And wah, 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 wah. Good. And now switching here. Good. Wah, wah, wah. Sorry. And wah, 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 wah. And on your E. Good. That's great.
A lot of people have gone to her that were in really big bands, and it lent an air of credibility for sure. And that's why, you know, the word travels around that you should see this person. But I think what I didn't know I was going to get out of it was kind of a mentor. I mean, when you're a woman in the industry, there just aren't a lot of people that have done what you're doing, and you know, throughout all the different people that are women that have sang in bands, maybe between all of them you get inspired by little things that they do. But you know, I would say that Sue's definitely a mentor for me.